Many people agree that the key to great leadership is connection. That when we connected with our people, we are then able to stimulate new ideas, maybe bring different perspectives, challenge standards, all of that. But without a context of connection, often our words fall on fallow ground. And so we really want to have great connection. But have you ever thought about this? As a leader, how connected are you with yourself? And what impact does that have on your leadership? Let's explore that. In next week's Morpheus Intelligence Update, we are going to be debating and exploring this idea of connection with self and self-connection, and what does that have to do with leadership? What does that have to do with self-leadership? And so I'm going to just discuss a couple of these concepts, and I want to start with this one. Where does connection fall in to the conscious leadership thing? In fact, maybe we could take specifically, what is the conscious part of conscious leadership all about? Well, surely conscious means connected with self, conscious of self. Surely it means conscious of our people, connected with our people. Surely conscious means connecting people with resources, knowing what's going on in the environment. For many people, even spiritual connecting people to the resources they need. So connection is a fundamental in leadership, but it starts with connection with self. So that's what we're going to explore during the intelligence update next week. So one of the ways that we're going to explore this next week, we talk about how do we connect with ourselves at a deeper level. We're going to be looking at, for example, some tools, and this is just one of the things we're going to be discussing, is what about doing something like a Strengths Finder assessment where we can find out more about our wiring? What about doing something like a standout assessment where we can find out more about how our roles work in a team environment? What about doing something like a emotional intelligence assessment so that we can tune in to where are we at in terms of our emotional intelligence? So there are so many different things we could be exploring, and we are going to go into a lot more detail about this next week on Tuesday in our Morpheus Intelligence Update. So that is the key. That is what we're going to be looking at. So please join us. You're going to find a lot of power in it and a lot of really good conversation. We're also changing things around a little bit at the moment. So it's only a 30-minute session, but we're now going to have add-on sort of a 10 to 15-minute Q&A for those who want to stay. And that is an open Q&A on anything to do with leadership, self-leadership, conscious leadership. And stay on. You might just get Morpheused.